Texas. This is WINTV.
Hello, Wolverines. I'm Caroline Engel.
And I'm Eric Kanzler. Today is January 22nd, 2025.
The second semester is in full swing. Seniors are already looking forward to all the fun events coming up.
I know some of my friends have already started looking for their prom dates and outfits.
Chloe Cotter looks into affordable ways to find top-tier prom clothes.
Prom is a classic teenage tradition, with most teens looking forward to it since their freshman year. But dresses, limos, and dinners make it a costly event. Thankfully, One Texas organization is making it a little easier for teens and their parents' wallets to enjoy this event at a low cost. St. Andrew's Methodist Church in Plano provides free prom dresses to high school students, allowing them to spend their special night in style without the high price tag. Trent, a youth pastor of St. Andrew's Methodist, and Laura, a longtime volunteer, speak about how this amazing program began and how it's grown in the over 15 years since it's opened.
One big way to help out is obviously to donate dresses. So we will have a drive to collect those as we donate those that starts on January 25th and will last about 3 weeks. And so people can drop those dresses off here at St. Andrew Methodist Church.
The biggest way the community can help out is by donating, or they can also volunteer to help. We do rely on many volunteers. Students are able to help on our setup day, which is Monday, February 17th, President's Day. We set up at the church 9:30 to 4, and then also our cleanup day after prom closet is over on March 1st, starting 12:15 to about 3.
So from my understanding, the way this is set up is students can go and sign up for slots to come here, and there'll be someone who's assigned to them that will help them shop through all the dresses that are donated.
And starting January 23rd, we will have a Sign Up Genius link posted on our website where the girls can go in and sign up for a 1.5 hour shopping time slot. We are by appointment only, and they're welcome to bring one guest with them.
With the prom closet providing an economical and eco-friendly way to get an outfit, students have an easier way to get ready for this year's prom. Established in 2009, the St. Andrew's Prom Closet has helped hundreds of teens enjoy their special night for less money. And although styles may change, the spirit of the Texas community will always be the same. I'm Chloe Cotter for WINTV.
I never knew how many prom closets there were around the DFW area.
Yeah, our area of the Metroplex is so unique. In fact, did you know we are one of 2 counties in Texas that still requires car inspections?
No way, I thought the whole state got rid of that.
Well, it's a bit more complicated than that. Here is Karina Varghese with more on the new emission inspection policy.
Texas drivers are no longer required to get their vehicles inspected, although this new legislature will not affect Wakeland students. Collin and Denton County are 2 of 17 Texas counties still requiring annual emissions inspections.
The CO2 that comes out of your car, we test for that. We see how much goes into the air. The state requires that every car only allows a certain amount. If it exceeds that amount, then it fails the state inspection.
This new legislature states that non-commercial vehicles in eligible Texas counties are not mandated for an annual inspection.
If you live in Emissions County, Collin, Denton, Travis, there's a few other counties. There's only a few counties in Texas that aren't emissions counties. You have to get an emissions inspection. It used to be safety and emissions, but now it's just emissions.
While some Texans believe that this legislature will make their lives easier, others have safety concerns.
I liked it when they had a safety and emissions side because I don't want to be on the road next to a car that's cobbled together with just random bits and pieces. That's scary to me.
As of January 1st, residents of many Texas counties are saving time, money, and effort for their vehicles. But it is crucial to make sure that your car is ready for the road. I'm Karina Varghese for WINTV.
It's good that Collin County still enforces emission checks. It will keep everybody safe on the road.
It's hard to stay safe on the roads nowadays, especially with all the construction still happening on Main Street.
Did you see that new restaurant that is right on Main Street?
Yeah, I think I did. It's owned by the same guy who owns Dee Dee's, right?
Yeah, I think so. He's an amazing chef. Let's go to Bailey Carlton for more on Scott Hoffner's new restaurant.
Bringing the small-town feel to the fastest-growing city in the nation, Scott Hoffner, the owner at Dee Dee's Downtown, opens a new home away from home with his creperie, Lottie Birds. Spurring off from his main business, Dee Dee's Downtown, Hoffner opened Lottie Birds on January 2nd, less than a mile away, where he sells crepes, ice cream, bagels, coffee, and more.
We started working here, everyone did, around January 3rd because we've only been open for about 2.5 weeks.
Family is an anchor for Hoffner's inspiration, naming both his businesses after close family members. Just as Dee Dee's Downtown has become a staple for many Frisco locals, critics are saying that Lottie Birds will quickly follow in its footsteps.
The owner's goal for where this business is going to go is he wants us to end up becoming a franchise. And so he's looking at having us open 3 stores in total within the next 2 years is his goal.
The support of the Frisco locals who come time and time again has allowed for the doors of Scott's restaurant to stay open through trials and tribulations.
I decided to work in this establishment because I've worked with the owner, Scott Hoffner, for the past 1.5 years, and I graduated with a culinary arts degree in pastry. And he told me he was looking at opening a crepe place and specifically wanted me to do the pastries, and I said, all right.
I'm Bailey Carlton for WINTV.
I think it's so cool how family is such a big motivator for Scott Hoffner.
I mean, family is so important, especially pets. Do you have any pets, Eric?
Yeah, I have 2 cats. They're so cute. What about you?
Aw, I have a dog, but my parents are looking into getting another one.
You should look into adopting one from a shelter. This is a really busy time of year for pets to get put in shelters.
Oh my gosh, really? I had no idea.
The shelter can take on more than 100 animals a day. Here's Neela Hurd with a special story about a special animal.
At the Little Elm Animal Shelter, cats quietly curl up in the corner and dogs wag their tails in hope for a second chance. But for Coyote, that hope is slowly fading.
We are the Town of Little Elm Animal Shelter. We are located at 1605 Mark Tree Lane here in Little Elm. Our adoption rates are $75. All of our animals go home spayed, neutered, up to date on rabies vaccine, all of their other vaccines, up to date on any heart guard, NexGard to help prevent fleas. The things that we adopt out from our organization is basically anything that we have come in that is an owner surrender or stray, domestic pets, dogs, cats, guinea pigs, domestic bunnies, all the way up into macaws. We have budgies. We had a little hedgehog come in once that we adopted out, so if it is a domestic pet, we will try and find it a home. We have one dog that has actually been here for 445 days. His name is Coyote. It's Yote for short. He entered the shelter as a owner surrender when he was very young. The previous owners just owner surrendered him due to them not having enough time to dedicate to him, and was hoping that he would come into the shelter to find a family that would be able to dedicate that time. Unfortunately, he has not gotten a lot of interest, but very, very good dog.
To help dogs like Coyote and other pets in need, visit the Little Elm Animal Shelter website for more information. I'm Neela Hurd for WINTV.
Aw, I'm going to tell my parents to check out that shelter. It's so sad to see how many animals get stuck there.
Or you could just get a snake. Those are cool too.
I'm more of a turtle person. Here's Kara Kirk with some fun reptile information.
Slithering snakes, leaping leopard geckos, chattering parrots. Exotic pets are scaling new heights in American households. The Dallas Reptarium educates future reptile owners and guides them through the first steps towards the joys of reptile ownership.
We've been around for, 10 years, and we have a lot of varieties of species. We have a little bit of everything from our tarantulas to our tree frogs and dart frogs. And then snakes, we have a lot of variety. We have ball pythons, we have boas. We also carry hog noses too.
Species selection and understanding the adoption processes create lasting bonds with these prehistoric pets.
So my first recommendation when you're trying to buy an animal is first doing research, So with that being said, figure out how what your lifestyle is. So depending on your lifestyle, some animals might benefit you more than others. So once you do research and you figure out, oh, hey, I want to get a leopard gecko, the next step is figuring out what space you have. Some of these animals require a very specific enclosure if it's more, terrestrial or more arboreal. So that also comes into play of where I'm going to place this in my house, in my room. And then from there, you can make a very good educated guess on, hey, this animal would be the best fit for you. But once you get all those kind of nailed down to the T, it's down to pick the animal out, pick the enclosure out.
Adopting an exotic animal can be a fulfilling experience, as they offer an extraordinary and enriching companionship for teenagers. I'm Kara Kirk for WINTV.
I still like the idea of getting a snake, though.
Especially this year. It's the year of the snake according to the Chinese zodiac.
No way, that's so cool.
Yeah, but not many people know about it. Are you seriously eating a fortune cookie right now?
What? I got hungry. Do you want one?
No, I'm okay.
You're lost. Here's Adi Sharma with more information on Lunar New Year.
Lunar New Year is one of the world's biggest holidays and has been celebrated for over 3,000 years. The celebration explores the Chinese 12-year zodiac cycle.
Within the zodiac, you have like the zodiac animals, but then you also have like the elements, right? And both of those kind of refresh every so many years. Like the zodiac animals refresh every. We will be in the year of the wooden snake.
Each year, the cycle is represented by a different animal, and it's used to predict how the year is supposed to go.
In South Korea, when you're born, based on the date that you're born, you get assigned an animal. Like I'm a mouse and my mom's a dragon. And each year it kind of rotates around the.
All celebrate differently, even though the holiday and customs are widely known.
So I'm from Vietnam, and my parents immigrated here when they were teenagers, so I grew up here. And we celebrate Lunar New Year every February, and it's a really big thing for my family. And most of my family all come over, like my extended family. The adults, they get red envelopes for the children. And they put money usually containing about like $5 to $20. Like it depends on room. Like that's just what my family does.
We do a tradition where we wear our traditional Korean clothes to the house. It's mainly all of the kids, but sometimes the parents do it too. And we kind of bow down to the older family members. It says 새해 복 많이 받으세요, and it means may you get a lot of luck this new year.
I'm Adi Sharma for WINTV.
It's so cool to learn about all the fun customs that come with Lunar New Year. I especially love all the traditional music.
It's so cool to see how music can bring people together. Did you know that there's a Wakeland student making music for our ISM project?
Really? I didn't know about that, but I'd love to learn more. Here's Kieran Arlenes with this exciting student opportunity.
Students at Wakeland are taking initiative to achieve their career goals. Independent study and mentorship students are working towards a project in their chosen field. Corinne Morton is an ISM mentor and student that has written songs to further her research in music.
So in ISM this year, I'm studying music production. And so essentially what I'm doing is working with a producer. I'm going to shadow him in the studio, and I get to work on my own projects and learn all about music production and recording in a studio. For my original work, I created 3 original songs that for my final product later in the year, I'll be able to record, produce, and hopefully release.
Music is just one of the many fields students choose to study in ISM. Working with students and adults, these projects show the growth students have towards their potential careers. I'm Kieran Arlenes for WINTV.
It's awesome to see students growing their passions.
I love how there are so many diverse passions at our school. Music, arts, sports.
Did you hear about basketball's awesome season so far? I heard the girls demolished the Colony at their last game.
Will Snook has more on the girls' season. Stay tuned afterwards for Turner Corey's men's basketball review.
The Wakeland girls basketball team has been dominating their season, with 24 wins over their past 29 games. With their season coming to a close, many students sit on the edge of their seats waiting for the exciting end of the season.
I feel pretty good. We're surprising a lot of people, and we're playing together well and winning a lot of games. Hopefully we make it to the state finals. We're number 3 in the state right now, and I just hope we make it really far in playoffs and leave a legacy for the team.
Their next game is on Thursday against Highland Park at 6 p.m. Make sure to come out and support your fellow Wolverines. I'm Will Snook for WINTV.
On Tuesday, January the 2nd, the Wakeland Wolverines narrowly defeated the Lone Star Rangers 62-61 in the highly anticipated rivalry. With less than a minute remaining, shooting guard Matthew Lastry hit the game-winning three-pointer to seal off the Wakeland victory. Wakeland lengthened their 4-game win streak to 6 wins with wins against R.L. Turner and Reedy. Unfortunately, that streak would come to an end last Friday with a 47-59 loss to the Colony. The Wakeland Wolverines will look to bounce back this week with games against Newman Smith and Highland Park.
Our cheerleading squad has just made school history at the state championship. The competition team fought their way to an incredible 7th place finish among 76 teams in the prestigious 5A D1 division, emerging as the highest scoring team from all of Frisco ISD. But that's not all. Our talented squad secured 2nd place in state for crowd leading and captured 11th place for their dynamic band chant performance. If you see any of our cheerleaders in the halls today, be sure to give them a thunderous congratulations. Their dedication and school spirit have made us all proud.
I love to see our sports teams dominating on the court.
Just like how soccer did last season?
Yeah, exactly. I'm so excited to see what's in store for this year's season.
Me too. Let's go to David Zibby for a peek into soccer's upcoming season.
Frisco Wakeland boys.
Frisco Wakeland.
Wakeland.
Frisco Wakeland.
The Wakeland boys soccer team have won state game after state game after state game. With out of the past 7 years, they have won 4 of those final games and have made it to the finals game almost every single time. But what happens when they just come up short? That's exactly what happened last year, and now the question is, how are they going to move this year? Is that loss going to benefit them and motivate them, or is that going to hinder them and bring more pressure? Along with the legacy that they have built, all the eyes are on them.
Pressure or motivation, I think it's probably a little bit of both. People that were on the team last year that we went down to Georgetown and came up short, as you said. And I think that is, that serves as motivation to get another state championship ring before they leave, for sure. But I think if you go to just being at Wakeland, that's pressure anyway, because for better or for worse, the expectation is to win a state championship. So I think there's always going to be, Wakeland soccer is always going to have pressure to do just that.
This year's team now, the legacy is there, but it's 2025's time to rise up and go out and show that they can do it, and that's going to be the goal. And like I said a second ago, it's 2025, and we've got to go out and do what we need to do to be successful and find what we can do that's going to help us be successful. So that's our goal. We just focus on the game and focus on one game at a time, and at the end of the day, that's all we can do.
The truth is, there will be pressure and motivation behind this season, alongside all the eyes that will be on Wakeland soccer. But just like Coach Holt said, all you can do is take it game by game. And at the end of the day, this is what the game is all about. This has been David Zibby with WINTV.
Follow our Instagram at Wakeland WINTV for more updates, behind the scenes, and more stories. I'm Eric Kanzler.
And I'm Caroline Engel. This has been WINTV Live for January 22nd, 2025. Stay forever orange and blue and have a great rest of your day, Wolverines.
And Happy New Year.